Elena?
I'm fine and I'm great.
Yeah? how was the first day of Heroes Dutch Comic Con for you?
Just relaxing, drawing, chatting, very, very good, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite busy, I noticed here.
Yeah, I used to do convention more crowded, yeah, so it's pretty nice here.
Yeah. Is this the first time you're doing a convention in the Netherlands?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So big, yes.
Yeah? Did you also spend some time outside the convention in the Netherlands?
Yeah. One time I've been in Amsterdam, but was 10 years ago.
Okay, that's a long time ago. I noticed that you started your career at the International School of Comics in Rome.
Yeah.
Why did you go there?
I always liked to draw. Even when I was very little, I used to spend my days drawing and drawing about my day, about my feelings. And at one point of my life, I known Sailor Moon. Do you know Sailor Moon?
Yeah.
And I started to read manga. And I started to think about drawing comics for job. But I didn't know no one who did this kind of job, no one who can introduce me into the industry. So it was just for luck. Casually, I found a spot on a newspaper about this school, and I decided to attend to it during the same years of university. So I started the university at the International School of Comics, but after like 6 months I understand that the comics was my way.
I also noticed that you also teach at school. Is that at the same school?
No.
Oh, it's a different school. Okay. It would have been nice, you know, where you started then.
Well, actually, a lot of students in this kind of schools started as students and then became teachers.
Okay.
But I did with different schools. I'm a teacher in Scuola Romana del Fumetto. It's nice to from the other side of the desk.
Yeah.
Initially I wasn't so comfortable because I felt like I wasn't able to teach someone else what I do. But after a few months or a few lessons, I understand that I had something to tell to other people. Yeah.
Okay.
And now it's fine.
Yeah, I see. How is the whole comics situation in Italy? I have no idea. Is it popular or?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I think we have a pretty good situation. We have a bigger publisher that is Bonelli. Did you ever heard about Tex, Dylan Dog? Okay. Bonelli is so far the bigger publisher in Italy, but now we have plenty of other publishers that publish from US, from France, from Japan. We have a lot of manga, and but also from the single authors. So we have a lot of graphic novels.
Yeah.
So it's a very rich terrain, you know. And it's nice to see that also thanks to the schools of art, a lot of more guys, more people are always more interested to the comics.
I read that through your teacher, you came in touch with IDW, and you started working with them. When you did that, were there projects that you chose, or that they just give you something?
They give me something, yes. I started as assistant of the Vin Messina when he was working for Angel, the comics from the TV series, the spin-off of Buffy. Yeah. And I started as assistant to the layout. Then I helped him to the ink, and after about 1 year, I tried to introduce myself to the publishers of IDW as artist professional, and I made tests for the Ghost Whisper series. I got the job and I started my career. Yeah, but in any case, I always received the project from the editors. Yeah, I can choose.
What I liked about what you did, because most of the time it's always Marvel or DC, but with you, well, you mentioned Angel, but I also this one, I'll show it. Doctor Who, I'm a big Doctor Who fan.
Okay.
And Star Trek and X-Files, those kind of things. I originally never knew that there were comics also from that. But can you tell a little bit about how you got to work on those comics?
Well, actually, IDW has a lot of licensing comics about TV series. Indeed, I worked with them on Angel, Star Trek, True Blood, Ghost Whisper, X-Files. I had a test also for Orphan Lab, something like that. Yeah, it's like you started with a kind of project, and if you go well, you can easily go in the same argument. Or the editors are happy with your job and propose you a similar project. IDW had at the time Doctor Who for the last year, because the year after they went to lose the rights to publish. So to celebrate the situation, create a series of 13 issues, each one for every Doctor. And luckily, I knew the writer, and he told me, "Do you want to do the issues about the 10th Doctor?" Absolutely, Tennant is my favorite Doctor.
Okay, I can imagine.
And I was extremely happy to do it.
Yeah.
After 1 year, has been the Titan Comics who own the right of Doctor Who comics that asked me to work on the new series. I never expected that, but obviously I was over the moon.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
So those are things you also really like to work on.
Yeah, I'm fan most of the series I worked on. Yeah.
Of course. But I can imagine you have some favorites.
I think my favorite is Doctor Who and X-Files. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have there been projects that you could choose that you wanted to do and that you got to do?
Actually not. Not because most of the proposals I received are interesting, so I always accept them at the first time. The one project is still on my dream, the draw of dreams, is a blazer, but now it's totally different from what I used to read years ago.
Yeah.
So it's still a dream. I try to, ask for something that I like.
Yeah.
But I'm happy anyway with what they give to me. So it's okay.
So something new can also bring a challenge.
Yeah, but it's okay with what I have for now.
Yeah. Okay. What is the biggest challenge that you encountered as an artist?
You mean as kind of product of in general?
In general?
It's to reach a kind level of quality in very few time.
Okay.
Because production timing in the US is very, very strict. So you have to produce a lot, but I never wanted to have a low quality. So
Yeah.
I always try to do my best on the pages. Maybe I didn't respect some deadlines, but I was happy when at the end of the issue I was happy with the art.
Okay.
And so the editors. So
Yeah. Together with the team, I don't know if it's this team, but with the work on Black Widow, you won an Eisner Award.
Yes,
How important is an award like that for you?
a lot. I always ask it to myself what I should do to leave something in the comics industry. And the answer that came to my mind was to win an Eisner.
Okay.
But the thing is far, far away from my dream. I just thought, well, maybe one day when I became very old with a lot of experience. So I wasn't thinking to win right now, to reach right now.
Yeah.
Just that I had the chance to express myself with this series, with this team, with this character that I didn't know so much before the series, but it had been like I was in the right place at the right time, with the right team, and I think that it's this kind of combination that bring us the Eisner.
Okay.
Yeah. It's I can't believe it yet.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's really a nice recognition of your work.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have on my desk every
Okay.
time, every day.
Gives you a good motivation.
Yes.
Are there any series you'd like to work on?
Now I'm with exclusive with Marvel, and I'm gonna tell you before the series with Marvel and then the series with DC. I'd like to work on Daredevil with Marvel, maybe one day. While I always love to be on Batman with DC. Yes.
Now we are at Dutch Comic-Con. It has the word comic in it, and although there's a lot of other things like games, like movies, like cosplay, which is very cool. Unfortunately, there's a big comic area this time. How important are comics for people?
Very, very important. They are in the middle between a movie and a book. A book is all on your imagination. A movie is right there, you just to watch. But a comic, it's like you being part of the team, because you have to understand what happened between the panels. You have to put the sound and hear the voices of the characters or the sound effect. You choose the time to read, if you have to go faster or slower. So you put on the comics yourself, and you can participate to the result of the product. Maybe to have a better imagination reading after a book, or to understand better a movie after it. So I think it's very important and useful. Yeah.
Very nice put. Thank you. Last question.
Okay.
What is the most important lesson you teach your students?
I always say this. You can depress yourself, but you can't surrender. So you have to continue to try day after day if you want to do this. Never surrender. You can be sad, but you can be mad.
Okay, oh, that's a good one.
And the other thing is that I think you have to go out your comfort zone to improve yourself and go forward, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
You're
it was nice to
welcome.
chat with you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to do the challenge by drawing blindfolded.
Okay, where is this paper? Okay. Yeah.
I'm here.
Bah!
Okay. How was it to do it blindfolded?
That was actually great.
It could be a new way to work.
Yeah, I found it interesting
I'm
how
gonna
you.
tweet it saying, this is Elena perpetrating a crime.
I found it interesting how you put your finger on the eye to have an idea of where it
to
was.
have a reference on the
Okay.
paper.
Well, thank you for participating in the challenge.